What's up, everyone? All right, we're going to talk about the core logic, and before we get started, man, Cole, you bastard. You did it, man. I want to give a special congrats to Mr. Cole for his killer win last week and this week. Bro, thank you, brother. This is what it's literally all about. So whenever this shit happens, that is amazing. And of course, this is the biggest, I believe, that we've had as far as anyone has disclosed publicly. But congratulations, man. You earned it. I didn't do anything. You know, you contribute to be here. That's the whole point. We all learn individually, and we ask questions when we have questions. But at the end of the day, man, you executed on it. Good shit. That is what it's all about. So, 79 grand, bro, in 1 week. So now you see where this could take you. And this will be viable until the Fed steps out, based on the underlying circumstances. Now, we're going to talk about the core logic, of course, for anyone new. We've had a lot of new trial members come in, so I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Whenever you go and you utilize the screener, I'm basically going to walk you through the process. We're going to look at all of the calls that are on the screener for today. I'm not going to look at the puts. There's literally 36 of them, but I'm going to show you the process for the calls. You just repeat this process for the puts. So we're going to go over this one at a time, and I want you to take notice of the charts that I have screenshotted here. So one at a time. Let's just look at the charts first and foremost. And of course, what we're looking for is the gap down after earnings, broken RSI, and a MACD banana forming. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. That was Ryan. This is XMTR. I'm going to go back real quick. Both very similar. Both meet criteria. That's good. Move on to the next one. This one here, no. There's a gap, and RSI is broken. However, the gap isn't really close to the current price. It wasn't a gap in result of earnings, so this one does not apply. So, moving on, this one does not apply because there's not a visible daily gap. This one does not apply because there's not a visible daily gap that occurred on earnings, because it could not have been this one because earnings was a few days ago. And then we have this one, SNCE. Looks good, but not core. So, move on. This one looks pretty good. You have a double gap down, and everything lines up. FPay looks good, and AUID, no gap, so does not look good. XPON, nope. HCTI, nope. And that's what you get. That's core for you. Now, when it comes to this group, man, I mean, you gotta give it to us, because not only have we survived this year, but we are having people come out now that are starting to actually kill it. Because look at the tools we have in this motherfucker. This is what it's all about. This is what we built together. That's the whole point. The haters can hate. I've offered a free trial. It exists. Everyone contributes the same amount. That's all there is to it. Data is not free. I wish it was. If data was free, this Discord would be free, because that's literally all we pay for is the data. So, let's go, Brandon. Jacked for this holiday season, man. Just don't lose it. You gotta just stay consistent, because as long as the Fed's in and the repo's the way it is, this will be a consistent approach to profit. Guaranteed. If you follow it and have patience and discipline, but that can only come, you know, with experience and on your own. Not a shot calling group at all. Just a place for people to come and learn when they have time to learn, and utilize an easy strategy that, I mean, fuck, dude. Congratulations, Cole, you bastard. Killed it, man. Good job. Anyways, I will talk to you later, and that's literally the process. Just go through it. With the puts, same thing. Look at the charts, and just take note. If the gap wasn't recent, it's a no-go. If there is no gap, it's a no-go. That's basically the only situations you're going to run into where it's not going to be a go-ahead with the play. Now, when I say go ahead with the play, you don't just leave it at the chart. So actually, before I go, make sure, and by the way, most of the times when you don't see the gap on the daily, they don't have options anyway. So, but that doesn't mean they're not playable. Just saying, for the core strat, it usually works out that way. So the ones that did look good, let's go to Ryan. Let's just look at Ryan, just to give you an idea. options. So what do we have here? Let's look at both side by side. You want to compare the open interest and take a look at the volume as well. Obviously, volume came in today 76.22. Don't know if that was members in the group or not. It's getting to the point where it very well could have been. But again, no one's telling anybody to buy anything. This is all self-research utilizing screeners and tools. So again, we don't have people come in saying where are the plays. That usually doesn't get responded to, or it's just not how we operate. So but yeah, this one, not a lot of OI in the chain, so you got to be wary of the spread. Obviously never buy the ask unless you're selling the call, but if you're buying or going long, do stay away from the ask. And it's always good practice in these illiquid stocks. If you have a wide spread, what you can do as a somewhat of a trick is you place 2 subsequent orders, one as a placeholding order, so that way you can see the real price. For example, the bid price now is 10, the mid price is 18, and the ask is 25. Well, that's pretty widespread. It's actually not too bad. Let's do actually a better example. Let's look at this one here. Still not too bad from what I've seen. Sometimes you see those $0 to $2 spreads, and if that were the case, you put a bid order in at, let's say if it's at $0 to $2, put a bid order in at 20 to 30 cents. Then you will see where the bid price will move. Like, you will actually effectuate the bid-ask spread movement, and then you can see where it goes, and that will be the true bid price, and you just adjust it as needed. But just be careful. Just don't go in hot, slapping these liquid stocks, and pay attention to the spread. It's very important. And try to go in the money if you can. With Core lately, I've been going out of the money, and it still works. So it is what it is. Safer is in the money, obviously, but it's a trade for risk versus reward. If you go out of the money, you're going to get a bigger profit, but it's a bigger risk. So it always evens out in some way. But again, just go through them, look for this shit. If it's there, follow the process. It's very simple shit, and it should be continuously available to be exploited for the foreseeable future until the repo comes down, which is basically saying until the inflation comes down. So, anyways, tomorrow's PPI in the morning, I believe, and what else? Oh shit! It's short settlement window tomorrow. Starts tomorrow. Between tomorrow and Thursday is short settlement window. So there's probably going to be some upside at some point. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I'm just saying within those 3 days, there's a very high chance that you will see some form of an upside swing. So just keep that in mind. Later.